Pitch Perfect 3 is a 2017 film directed by Trish C. And I know this is random. I know people are like, why in the hell are you reviewing Pitch Perfect 3? The easy answer right off the bat is because I saw the first two films back when they came out, but I never got around to seeing the third film. The plot is we pick up with the former Bellas of college fame. Of course, they're not in college anymore. They're not doing the Bella thing anymore. You see them in their jobs and personal lives, and things have kind of all gone to crap. The group gets invited to have like a press tour and singing competition for the military, the troops. And so not only do you have that going on, but you have this goddamn random subplot of Rebel Wilson, Fat Amy's father, coming back into the picture in her life, finding out that he's some sort of super spy villain, and we go from there. Now, what I thought of Pitch Perfect 3 was, what the actual hell was this movie? I'm not going to say that I hated this film, that this movie sucked, that it's the worst film I've seen in a long time, because it's not like that bad. It's just confusing. It's confusing because I really enjoyed that first Pitch Perfect film. I think a lot of things came together in the right place at the right time, as far as the actors, the characters, the relationships between the characters, the cool hit music that they incorporated into their singing. There's just something that worked in that first movie even better than the second film. But the second film, I feel like, is just fine. It's okay. This movie, it just felt like, well, for one, we are missing so many key characters, so many important characters, and the decision to write a lot of those characters out the way that they do really bothers me. Like, first of all, apparently Becca and Jesse broke up. Again, I'm not saying that it's life or death or hell. Even if it was the actor that plays Jesse, Skylar Astin, I believe, even if he was the reason why this character wasn't in this film, whether he didn't want to do it or he was busy, I feel like just saying that these two characters broke up just serves as a huge disservice to people who enjoyed their love story in the first film. It all seems for naught once you get to that point. Just have a scene where Becca's on the phone with supposedly him. We don't have to hear him or see him. And just have her say, hey, I'm going away on a trip. Goodbye. I'll see you when I see you. Like, it's not that hard. Speaking of that, Bumper is not in this movie. And you could give or take the actor who played Bumper. I'm not saying he's the funniest guy in the world, but him and Fat Amy had a nice story in the second film where they got together, and apparently they just broke up as well. And even Benji, who was, I think, a crowd favorite, he was the loser guy who just couldn't catch a good break until getting into the group in the first movie, as awkward as he was getting the girl in the second movie, and then just not even a mention in this film. Rebel Wilson as Fat Amy, she might be my favorite character, at least in this movie, just because they gave her a lot more to do. Yeah, the subplot with her father is random as hell, and I am not even saying it works, but hell, seeing Fat Amy beat up, fight, and practically kill a bunch of assassins by herself is so over the top, so ridiculous, and quite frankly, dumb, but why not? Why not? At least it was something different, I guess. Brittany Snow plays Chloe, and I always liked her character in the first few films because you didn't quite know whether she had a crush on Becca. Like, I felt like there was an attraction there that they hinted at, but never fully went all the way into. This movie, if you're gonna have Becca and Jesse broken up, why not just have her start to date Chloe? Why not? Is anybody really going to get pissed if that's how this movie ended. Is anybody really going to get all that angry? Yeah, it felt like it was a missed opportunity, especially when you have Chloe start to lust after this soldier guy that you couldn't really give a crap less about. Haley Steinfeld, speaking of people who don't do a whole lot, the second movie was where her character was a big part of just being introduced to the group, being a legacy character. None of that's really addressed or talked about, or her role in the group isn't really that much of a presence here. There is a potential subplot at the beginning where you see that the girls thought that there was going to be a reunion show, but Haley Steinfeld, has new girls in the new Bella group, and you thought maybe that would be the conflict, but no, it's immediately forgotten about. All of the girls, including Haley Steinfeld, go to the military bases, and they're a group. It's a dead issue. Elizabeth Banks and John Michael Higgins are back as their characters, who are just sort of a-holes, and they make fun of the Bellas as much as they can. Ruby Rose is in this movie, and I just didn't really care for her and her character, and the fact that she was mean to the girls throughout the whole thing, but the very end scene, she just starts clapping and cheering for them without any real character arc or character change or real reason why she would just start being nice to them. Completely wasted character. DJ Khaled, or however you say his name, I just don't like him in general, like in real life. So seeing him here playing himself, he is just as douchey as I imagine. Because I didn't care about any of that, I was actually more interested in the John Lithgow wanting to get this secret money that Fat Amy didn't even know about, that she had since she was a child. In fact, we didn't get enough of that, albeit how dumb it was. So guys, yeah, Pitch Perfect 3, I don't think is that good. I think it was just there, and it was made just to try to capitalize on the popularity of the franchise and make as much money as they could. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the film? Did you even see Pitch Perfect 3? Do you give a crap about these movies? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Heat in my vein like vernacular. Cook up the beat with a spatula. Y'all are not ready for action. I'm smoking these rappers and feeling spectacular. Making a killing like massacre. Watch out, I'm whipping my wrist. Right on my city, been pissed, but I show them love. I'm not the one that's at risk. My homie told me that when people rise up against you, it's a sign of your destiny real. Fake ones been hating, cause they know that one day you're making it. Jealousy's all they can feel. Plug in the phone, drift in my zone.